Whatever the case may be, I still think it's very important for your spouse to find you attractive. Hello, happy people. How are you doing? Should I call you guys the happy gang? This is Happily Married with Abby. The happy gang, happy people, happy gang. You should choose a name for me now. Anyways, you're welcome back to my channel. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always tuning in. I am so grateful. Mwah. Thanks to you guys. And to the new people who are here, thanks for joining. I hope you click on the subscribe button to join the family. And let's just be happy together in marriage, hopefully. Yeah. So today I'm actually just going to be talking about a comment I saw online. Basically, what was said was my husband no longer complains or something about that. When he asks for sex and I say no, he just rolls over and falls into a deep sleep. Hunty, I'm sorry to break this news to you, but you have entered now.
You don't know why it's going on.
Yeah, you have entered one chance. It's not really one chance because it's the one chance you can come out of. How did you get to that point where your husband doesn't even bother? He even feels like he's waiting for you. He knows that you're going to say no, but he wants you to say the no so it can be recorded. Let me first tell you what the situation really is. Then I can tell you how to get out of it. That's if you see this video anyways. But if you know someone that knows her, or someone that needs this, if this has been happening in their marriage, because listen carefully. Whatever the case may be, I still think it's very important for your spouse to find you attractive. I still look at my husband and I'm like, damn it, yes, I made a wonderful choice. In fact, I love it when I see my husband in native, with his cap. He looks so good, and I want the same for me. When he sees me, he's like, sometimes they just send a text message, you're looking hot this morning or something, but you are now on the same bed. The man now say, madam, it's time for us to do. You now say no. The man don't even argue, you just roll over and sleep. It's a dangerous place to be, my dear. Yeah, in any marriage, a very dangerous place to be. Like, your husband doesn't even beg. Wow. He doesn't even say, now, please, now, baby, don't worry, it won't take long, don't worry, it's gonna be 1 minute, don't worry, it's not. He doesn't do that, my dear. There is problem. There's big problem. First, that situation, sorry to say this, my dear sister, you probably started it. So when you constantly say no to a man, this is the reaction you will get. Is with anybody at the end of the day, even not just sex. But let's stick to the context we are on right now, right? It's sex we're talking about. When you are used to saying no, I understand that sometimes some people are not really sexually inclined, and Nigeria can happen to so many people. How it can get busy. You have work, or you have your business, you have to get to the market, you have chores to do, you have so many things to attend to, and then it's not just sex that is on your mind. Very understandable, but I think you should still find time somehow to be intimate with each other. Because how will you get to the point where you just say no? The man will just, it means that he's already used to hearing that no, and he probably has even predicted that no. It's just like, let me try my luck, and you say no. That's one. Two, another problem is that, my dear, that thing that you're depriving him of, he's probably satisfying himself. It's no guarantee, but there's a very high chance that he's getting it somewhere out there. So that the day the thing will castigate, he cannot be counting all the times that you have said no. You say, on Monday I ask you, you say no. On the 27th of April, when I ask you, you say no. On a Wednesday evening, the day that it rain, I ask you, you say no. It's just counting it for you. So that it will not be as if I did not ask. Oh, it is I asked, but you refused me. Please stop getting used to saying no. I keep saying something. You can ask Holy Spirit for help in any department. Yes, let's be very honest with ourselves. I had to. Yes. Especially when you have a partner who is very sexually active. My dear, if you cannot keep up, you will ask God for help. You ask Holy Spirit for help. However, it doesn't even have to be sex all the time, right? There are other things you guys can do to be intimate. You can always cuddle. You can always be together. You know, there's so many things. There's so many ways you guys can be intimate. It's not Shafi, is it food? And then this one back each other, you back each other and then you sleep. I'm not saying you must hold each other all night, but then like you can still be intimate with each other. And please, stop saying no. It's a very negative word. Stop getting used to throwing the no. There's so many ways you can say it, and I'm not giving it as an excuse that, oh, that's how you're, oh babe, I'm stressed out today, can we do something else, or can we try something else, or can we just cuddle and go to bed, I'm really exhausted. But no. Shafi, is it food? Please don't say things like that. These are things that can put men off. I'm not even talking about turning them off sexually. It can just put them off generally. I don't want a situation where you are not just close to your partner anymore. Why? Because you are used to saying no. And yes, my dear, lack of sex can affect so many things. That you are saying no to him, that you are expecting miracle in other places, or when you're asking for something, or when you want to talk about something and he's not interested just because you didn't have sex with him. Yes, it can happen. It will affect every other area. It is very possible. Don't say, so is it because I did not want to have sex with you here, that is why you chose not to, blah 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 blah. Yes, my dear, it can be the reason. It can be the reason, and to be honest, it's a very valid reason at that. Don't get your spouse to that point where they are used to it, or it's okay. If he's not getting it by having an affair with someone, he's probably doing other things that he's not supposed to be doing as a married man. And you don't want a situation where you are now being shared, or he's sharing the affection he's supposed to give to you with someone or something else. He can get addicted to what he's not supposed to get addicted to. I'm not saying that, oh, am I the one that pushed him to do that? But see, you see this thing called sex for men, it's something that to hold it is a problem. And just so you know, it's one of the reasons why Paul in the Bible even said you should go and get married. If you cannot abstain, go and marry. That you are now married, they are now saying you should abstain from that's the reason you are married. You are married so that you don't commit adultery, my dear. Yes, that's the reason, one of the main reasons that I marry. That's one of the reasons why they even advise marriage in the church, to stop people from fornicating and committing adultery. Yes, my dear. Now, we have talked about the reasons why these things may have happened, and the repercussion. I also try to give a solution. First things first, discussing and talking about it is very key. Sit down with your partner and be like, say, I am so sorry this has been happening. I noticed that every time you ask me for sex and I say no, you just roll over and that's it for you. You fall into a deep sleep. I'm not happy about it. I feel like I'm no longer attractive to you and all of that. You might not get an instant response. In fact, you might not get a response that day. But if it's that you have maybe prepared your partner for that conversation, and kudos to you, great for you. But if you haven't, don't expect that day he must have that conversation. However, what you can do is that you try to reinitiate the conversation when you feel like they're comfortable to talk about it, and try to be as accommodating as possible during that period. Another thing you can do if you see that your partner is not forthcoming concerning that conversation is to actually pray about it. I promise you, God is interested in everything concerning you, including your sexual life. Don't think that, oh, when it comes to sex, that's me and my partner. Is not God. Who said so? Who ordained it? Who even created it in the first place? Is it not God? It is Him. So yes, go to God in prayer about it and ask God, how do I go about this situation? How do I get my partner to sit down with me and talk about this topic, and somehow, you'll find a way to have that conversation. And when you do, there is no blame game. It is you're listening and you're trying to find how you can rectify a situation. So do that. Number 3 is try and get yourself stimulated. One way you can do that is actually by starting the day as a romantic couple. So you wake up in the morning and you guys can pray together. If possible, take a shower together. Just tease each other somehow, say nice things. Or you look good today. I like this, I like that, and just compliment each other. Send text messages throughout the day and just be nice, be flirty if you can be, but more romantic, just be nice and be sweet. Don't be like that guy that they say if you can send a message to somebody and say, oh, I love you, and the person replies, I love you back. Let me now tell you what the guy did. The guy did not even message somebody. He called his wife and then he said, oh, how are you? How's your day? I just want to tell you that I love you. And the wife went, is everything okay? Married people, I know we will totally understand this. However, to be honest, I don't know what the guy was expecting. To me, I don't know what he was expecting. It was very clear. It's not something he says to his wife. Why are you disappointed? Why are you sad? It's not something you said to her on a normal day. It's not something you reiterate to her on a normal day. So why are you expecting her to say, oh, I love you too? If possible, if it's that you were saying that, constantly, it would have been great. It would have been wonderful. She probably would have said that back. So yes, don't be like that man. Back to what I was saying, because I digressed a bit. Back to what I was saying. Try to spice up the relationship, and somehow you find that you have stimulated yourself enough to get in the mood for sex. Do not just throw it away and just think, oh, is work, his job. My husband says it's not work. It's not work. Yes, I know that sometimes you can be stressed at all, but marriage is about service. It's service to the other person. So what can I keep doing to please you? It might not be easy, to be honest, but having that at the back of your mind and knowing that, okay, it's not about me, it's about my partner, and it's the same on his side as well. So obviously, to rectify that, you're going to have to put in the work, because it's you who has, I don't want to say cost the situation. I'll just say, I'll give you a higher percentage if that is the case. But so it means that you probably have to do the messaging, you probably have to do the calling, and you will notice that your partner will pick up over time. You can also send light apologies where you're like, I'm so sorry for this, but don't worry, I'm working on it, and you'll see changes. Don't worry about it, and and truly work on those promises you have made, or those things that you have said that you're going to do, and watch. Just over time is going to happen, is going to change, I promise you. But please, when this happens, don't get back to that place where you're saying no. It is not a healthy place to be. My husband will now come and meet me and I'll say, baby, and I'll say, no, Joe. Then he will now roll over and sleep. Even me, I'll feel somehow. It will not even come back. It will not say, baby. Madam, please do the needful, okay? You can change the situation. It costs nothing. It might not be easy having sex how many times a week, but it's doable, and you can get to a better place in your relationship. I promise you. You see that thing that the prime breeder ban of? You'll see the miracle that will be happening in your house. Yes. Because it can affect so many things. I know you are not even aware. It can affect so many things. You just be like, because of sex. Yes, my dear, it's because of sex. So yes, let's change our attitude towards it. Maybe if we start to see sex as not just us having sexual relationship. It's building intimacy, it's easing stress, it's doing so many things in our marriage. It's making conversations flow easier, it's making us more romantic, it's making us have more time for ourselves, it's drawing us closer to God. We talk about so many other things. It makes us better friends. We probably would be inclined or would not mind doing it as often. And you don't have to count. Why are we counting? But please don't get to that point where you can actually count how many times in a month you do it. Yeah, I know that Mr. Adekoye is going to call my attention to this topic. Yes. But we'll have that conversation later, yeah? But yes, these are my thoughts about what I read online. Let me know yours as well. And please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and actually send it to people who do need it in this life. Okay? Until next time, guys. Thank you for always tuning and sticking with me. It's your girl, Happily Married with Abby. Cheers.